Coming up on this edition of Rock 11 Now Weekly, speed cameras, where are they and what you need to know. Plus, the latest on the Stonestreet Corridor Study and the celebration of the 60th year sister city relationship with Pinneberg, Germany heads to Rockville in the form of a very unique festival. We'll tell you all about it. More news, more often, right now. This is Rock 11 Now Weekly, so let's get into it. First, there are 6 fixed pole speed cameras around Rockville. The 400 block of West Montgomery Avenue, the 2100 block of Baltimore Road, the 2200 block of Wooten Parkway, the 500 block of Redland Boulevard, and the 600 block of Great Falls Road. Rock 11 Now Weekly's Craig Buchanan explains why the city believes speed cameras are important for your safety.
Attention all drivers. Rockville has more eyes on the road to reduce the number of speeding cars. The Rockville City Police Department has added to its speed monitoring system, now featuring 6 fixed pole speed camera locations. These cameras promote safe driving and protect pedestrians by making drivers more cautious. If you are caught driving 12 or more miles above the posted speed limit, you will get a ticket. Money collected from speed violations helps repair Rockville's bridges, sidewalks, and streetlights. Learn more about Rockville's speed camera program, including a list of camera locations, at rockvillemd.gov/police. Then select Parking and Traffic. For Rock 11 Now Weekly, I'm Craig Buchanan.
The Stonestreet Corridor Study continues, and thanks to the community, there are lots of ideas to consider. At the second public meeting, the conversation focused on some properties in the study area that has struck up some curiosity.
A lot of people talked about the MCPS properties, particularly the trailers, the storage trailers that are on the east side of Stonestreet. People also said that that's an opportunity area for the corridor. I think you've got one owner, large amount of properties, really close to the neighborhoods, and so a lot of people felt that that would be, an interesting area if MCPS ever decided to relocate.
The Stonestreet Corridor holds potential for people who live in the area and business owners, and that's why the city is making sure their input is part of this study.
We have the benefit of having, a couple decades of planning efforts that went on for the Stonestreet Corridor. So we're drawing from that as well, and some of those, key issues are still that were from the past plans are still key issues today. But a lot of it's coming from what came out of the kickoff meeting and what people talked about there. I mean, there were over 120 people there, so it was really good representation. I think in past efforts we talked about, big whole-scale change. And I think what people are talking about a little bit more today is some incremental change. Maybe make the corridor a little bit dynamic, a little bit more user-friendly, start mixing in some new uses within the area that the residents can use and ideally hopefully benefits the businesses that are there today as well. The next meeting we're hoping to have at the end of September, we're going to be looking at transportation related issues, the street. A lot of people talked about aesthetic issues and safety issues and biking and walking and wanting to have more access to that and how those areas interface with the metro area.
The next community meeting will be held on Tuesday, September the 26th at 7 p.m. at the Glenview Mansion. For more details, head to rockvillemd.gov/Stonestreet Study.
Attention Rockville students, get a head start on the new school year and come to the annual Back to School Jam, Friday, August 25th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the Lincoln Park Community Center. For just $2, each Rockville student will receive a backpack filled with some school supplies and much more. But you must have proof that you live and go to school in the city. There's even a chance to win prizes. For more details, head to rockvillemd.gov/LPCC or call 240-314-8780. For Rock 11 Now Weekly, I'm Hagot Balekjian.
Still to come on Rock 11 Now Weekly, Rockville, along with its sister city, puts a new spin on an old German tradition. But first, let's find out what seasonal produce you'll find at the Rockville Farmers Market.
We have our peaches are in season, we have squash, cucumbers, beans, peppers, potatoes and tomatoes down at that end, eggplant, all kinds of different vegetables are in season now. Yeah, this is our blueberry patch here. This is one of the first varieties. There are not many left on here, but there's still some on here to pick, and we'll have blueberries here for about another 2 weeks. Blueberry's a big seller. It's a good antioxidant, and people are really getting into them. Yeah, this is our squash patch. This is zucchini squash, and then we have yellow squash, white squash, and also green beans, which is real popular this time of year. Also in season here we have our candy onions. It's a sweet onion, and this is one right before we pull it, and then we pull them and cut the tops off and let them here in the sun a little bit to dry out and cure, and then we take them to the farmer's market and sell them by the pound, or we sell them in bags.
Mark your calendars for the first annual Rocktoberfest coming to Rockville Town Center on October 7th from noon to 6 p.m. Check out 2 music stages, artisans, kids activities, German food, and of course, beer. The festival admission is free. For more information, log on to rockvillemd.gov/Rocktoberfest. For Rock 11 Now Weekly, I'm Fran Panzo.
Rockville 11 wants you to know you can count on us to find out about all the happenings in Rockville. That's why we're bringing you more news more often. Coming up next week, a group of campers from Corridor Creek Nature Center go green and advocate for environmental awareness. All that and much more next week on Rock 11 Now Weekly. That's all for now. You can check out all the latest happenings on our online newsletter at rockvillereports.com. And join in on the conversation and check out our posts by signing up for Nextdoor at nextdoor.com. And keep up with Rockville 11 by subscribing to our City of Rockville YouTube channel. And you can follow us on Twitter at Rockville 11, on Instagram at RockvilleMD, and like us on Facebook. For the entire Rock 11 Now Weekly team, I'm Kathy Dantzler. Until next week, Rockville,